Is the theocracy in Iran an enemy of the American people and all people who refuse to adopt the theocracy's radical version of Islam?
Senator, I'm not a scholar in that regard, but I would say that Iran presents a clear and present danger to all those who do not bend to
Well,
their
do you think
will.
they're our friend?
They are not our friend.
Admiral, in the last 2 decades, we've doubled the amount of money we have given the Navy to build ships. We've actually had fewer ships today because we've retired more than we've built. Tell me why in 30 seconds.
Well, the simple answer, sir, is we were building 4 or 5 DDGs a year in the mid-90s, and we're building 2 a year now. So
Why?
that's the
We've
simple
given you
math.
more money.
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. If you love this country, if you believe in American strength, and if you're tired of watching our so-called leaders fumble with your freedom and security, you're in the right place. Hit subscribe, hit that bell, and let's get into it. Today, I want to talk about something that's not just important, it's urgent. I just watched a Senate hearing where a real American senator grilled military leaders about Iran, about our shrinking Navy, and about how Congress can't seem to get its act together to fund the military. I've got a lot to say, but first, let's break down what happened.
General, is the theocracy in Iran an enemy of the American people and all people who refuse to adopt the theocracy's radical version of Islam?
Senator, I'm not a scholar in that regard, but I would say that Iran presents a clear and present danger to all those who do not bend to
Well,
their
do you think
will.
they're our friend?
They are not our friend.
And how long have they not been our friend and the world's friend?
For many decades, sir.
How many innocent people has the theocracy in Iran killed because they refuse to adopt the theocracy's radical version of Islam?
I don't have a number, but it's in the thousands.
Tens of thousands, right?
I would think so, yes, sir.
Hundreds of thousands, right?
Again, I don't have the exact number, but I would not be surprised if it were.
If the theocracy in Iran developed a nuclear weapon, would they be more or less dangerous?
No, they would be far more dangerous, Senator. There's a saying, if your neighbor says he's going to kill you, you should believe him.
Can we agree that the president's decision to destroy the Iranian theocracy's nuclear weapon capabilities made the world safer?
I would say it did.
What's impetuous mean?
Well, sir, impetuous means, again, I'm a poli-sci major from the Texas State School. Impetuous means flippant.
Yeah,
I would say
without
flippant.
thought, without care.
Yes, sir.
You're not a politician, are you?
No, sir, I am not.
Okay. One of my friends on the committee said that America's decision to destroy the Iranian theocracy's ability to make a nuclear bomb was impetuous. Do you think that's an accurate description in light of the theocracy's years of hatred and bloodshed?
Well, Senator, I would say it is a good thing that Iran does not have a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, I would too. I don't understand why we can't agree on that. I don't. Let me talk about shipbuilding in a few minutes I have. Mr. Secretary, for the last 2 decades, well, let me ask the Admiral. He's not a politician either. Admiral, in the last 2 decades, we've doubled the amount of money we have given the Navy to build ships. We've actually had fewer ships today because we've retired more than we've built. Tell me why in 30 seconds.
Well, the simple answer, sir, is we were building 4 or 5 DDGs a year in the mid-90s, and we're building 2 a year now. So
Why?
that's the
We've
simple
given you
math.
more money.
Well, they cost more money, sir.
How much money do you need to catch up to China?
I'll have to get back to you on the specific answer. I think I'd be satisfied in the meantime to just build at the rate we're supposed to and not be behind.
How far behind are we?
We're behind in every ship class to different rates,
Okay.
but at least years.
We can't catch up without our private sector shipyards, can we?
We cannot.
Okay. Both Tier 1 and Tier 2 shipyards, right?
Yes, sir.
We've got to do better, Admiral. It's unacceptable. In the last few seconds I have, I want to make a comment about the money and the way we're going to get it to you. Nothing would please me more. I would do old man backflips to see the United States Congress put together a budget supporting our military that looks like somebody designed the damn thing on purpose. Last year, this committee worked very hard. We put together 12 bipartisan bills. A lot of us had to swallow things we didn't want to swallow, but we wanted to get it to the floor. And Senator Schumer refused to even put the bill on the floor. Now, what makes anyone with an IQ above their weight or their age think that now that he is in the minority, Senator Schumer is going to cooperate with us to get a budget on the floor? What I'm trying to tell you is, back here on planet Earth, you're going to have to make do with what the money we get you on reconciliation. We're headed toward a series of CRs. I hope I'm wrong. But again, I live on planet Earth. We can do more than one reconciliation bill, but you and your colleagues need to start planning for that eventuality. Maybe it'll change. Maybe someday donkeys will fly backwards too. But for the foreseeable future, I don't see it. That's regrettable, but it's reality. We need to plan for it. Just like we had to plan for the reality of Iran having a nuclear weapon. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
So, Senator Kennedy starts out with a simple question. Is the theocracy in Iran an enemy of America? The military official hedges a little, like they always do, but eventually he admits Iran is not our friend, and in fact, they're a clear and present danger. Folks, this isn't rocket science. Iran's radical regime hates our way of life. They hate freedom, they hate religious liberty, and they hate anyone who refuses to bow to their twisted ideology. Let's be clear, this isn't about Islam as a whole. This is about a radical, hateful theocracy, the same one that chants death to America in their streets, funds terrorism, and slaughters their own people for refusing to submit. The senator presses, how many innocent people has the Iranian regime killed for refusing to convert? The answer is nobody even knows. It could be in the thousands, tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands. And here's the kicker. If these monsters ever get a nuke, the world gets a whole lot more dangerous. The military official agrees. Iran with nuclear weapons is far more dangerous. No kidding. Imagine what they'd try if they had the ultimate weapon. But here's what really got my blood boiling. Some politician, probably a Democrat, called America's decision to destroy Iran's nuclear capabilities impetuous. Are you kidding me? Impetuous means rash, thoughtless, reckless. Let me ask you, is it reckless to stop a regime that tortures, murders, and funds terror from getting nukes? Or is it reckless to sit on your hands, virtue's signal, and hope the Ayatollah suddenly finds Jesus? The senator puts it perfectly. When your neighbor says he's going to kill you, believe him. Iran has been telegraphing their intentions for decades, and we'd be fools to ignore it. If anything, we should have done more, sooner. Now, let's talk about our Navy. Did you know that even though we've doubled the Navy's budget over the past 2 decades, we actually have fewer ships today than we did before? That's right. We're retiring ships faster than we're building them. Why? Because costs are up, bureaucracy is up, and production is down. Back in the 90s, we were cranking out 4 or 5 destroyers a year. Now, 2 ships a year. And guess who's laughing while we dither? China. The Chinese Communist Party is building ships hand over fist, and we're behind in every ship class, destroyers, submarines, you name it. And here's the real truth. We can't catch up without the private sector. Our shipyards, both big and small, need to be firing on all cylinders. But with Congress playing politics, that's not happening. Senator Kennedy didn't hold back. He called out Senator Schumer by name. Last year, a bipartisan group, Republicans and Democrats, got together, hammered out 12 funding bills, swallowed their pride, and tried to get real money to our troops. And what happened? Schumer refused to even put it on the floor for a vote. Let me ask you, what kind of leader refuses to even debate funding for our military? What message does that send to China, Iran, North Korea? That we're weak, divided, and more interested in petty politics than national security. Now, Senator Kennedy says he lives on planet Earth, and he's warning the military. Don't expect a real budget. Expect more continuing resolutions. Expect less money. That's the sad, pathetic reality of Washington, D.C. Here's my opinion as an American patriot. Iran is the enemy, not just of America, but of freedom everywhere. We can't let them get a nuclear weapon, period. Our Navy is in crisis. We need more ships, more technology, and less red tape. If we don't catch up, we lose our edge. Congress is broken. The Senate needs to stop playing games and start putting America first. I'm sick of politicians who care more about their image than our security. If you care about this country, you need to wake up. Call your senator. Demand rail defense funding. Support policies that rebuild our Navy and keep Iran in check. And most importantly, remember who stands in the way. Remember who refuses to fund our troops. Remember who lets our enemies get stronger while our own Navy shrinks. If this video fired you up, share it. Send it to friends, family, your congressman, your neighbor. Let's remind the folks in Washington that America comes first, not politics. Like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Is Iran a threat? Do you trust Congress to fix the Navy? What should we do to keep America safe? God bless you. God bless our troops. And God bless the United States of America.